Thank you for joining me for another Sunday message. And the title of the message is The Lord Knows the Righteous. And it comes from Psalm chapter 34, verses 15 through 18. And it says, The eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are attentive to their cry. The face of the Lord is against those who do evil, to cut off the memory of them from the earth. The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. And there were just four takeaways from the message. And the first one is that the Lord hears their cry. Sometimes when we're going through things and we have people that we love and that love us, we have friends, we have people that we may go to church with, we have people that have showed us kindness, but there are going to be times where they're not available, they're not there, they're not able to hear us cry. As humans, we all have to go to sleep at some time, but the Lord is always awake. The Lord is always there to hear the cry of those who are righteous, those who are calling out for help, those who are going through something and needing that type of help that only the Lord can provide. And the good thing about the Lord is that his ears are attentive. So he is listening, he is actively listening to hear the cry of those that are righteous, those who have trusted in Jesus, those who have placed their faith in Jesus, those who know that it's not their own good works that have allowed them to be righteous, but it's the good works of Jesus that are given to them when they've placed their faith in Jesus. So they know that because they believe in Jesus, because they've been adopted into the family, that God is listening, that the Lord is listening for when they cry. But not just that he hears the cry and does nothing else, but he delivers them from all their troubles. Sometimes we think we can deliver ourselves, but sometimes we are the cause of our own troubles. Sometimes we have to be delivered from ourselves, and the only person, the only being that can do that is the Lord. The Lord knows us. The Lord knows our um, coming and going. He knows when we were born. He knows how we were born. He knows all the days of our lives. And so he is the one that can deliver us. He knows the plans that he has for us. So he knows the path we need to take. He knows the different turns we need to make. And so he can deliver us when we're going through things, when we're in a rut, when we're in a deep valley, when we don't know which way to turn. The Lord can deliver us from our troubles, not just the little ones, not just the big ones, not just the ones that we didn't see coming, all of our troubles. He can deliver us from all of them. The third one is that the Lord is close. Sometimes we forget that when we're brokenhearted, and sometimes people will give us space, they'll distance themselves. Sometimes it's because they don't want to be dragged down, thinking that we may be having a pity party for ourselves. Sometimes people think we need to pull ourselves up by our own bootstraps. But whenever you're going through things and you're brokenhearted and you don't know what you're going to do, because it could be the loss of a loved one, it could be you're in a tough time financially, you may have no direction as far as your purpose, you may have all these different things that could cause you to have a broken heart, to have that, just those days where it's not going the way you know it should be going. And the Lord is still going to be close to you. The Lord is not going to say, whoa, you're too much. Oh, whoa, you're in a funk. No, the Lord is still going to be close to you, because the Lord knows that it's in those days, it's in those moments when you're brokenhearted that you need his presence. And so his presence will be there. We just have to realize that he is close. And then the fourth one is that he saves. The Lord saves those who are crushed in spirit. Sometimes we forget that our spirit can help us through a lot of things if we still have that spirit that's positive, that's upbeat, that's allowing us to see the good, the positive, that's still motivating us to keep making another step forward. But when our spirit is crushed, regardless of what has happened in life, and we know that life happens, when we have that crushed spirit, we need the Lord to save us, because no person can say the right words. No person can do the right acts of kindness to allow our spirit to be placed in that good place again. It does help when people do good things to us and for us. It does help when people are praying for us, but it's the Lord who saves, and the Lord will save all of us when we have a crushed spirit. And from time to time that does happen, but we know, and we should be glad and we should rejoice that the Lord knows the righteous, and he knows when we have a crushed spirit, and he will save us. Amen.